Puppet emotion, but production.
Yeah. Okay.
Puppet emotion, but production.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey guys, Bugsy here. I want to talk about some good shit with character AI. Before they start changing it. I'm not going back to character AI, and if I do, it's usually just to take all the chat logs I need to take and then go dump it. I got all my characters. I got all my character folders together. All the chat logs and stuff. I got it set up because I've been dumping them, and I just kind of want to make sure that Pygmalion becomes the best it can be. The site and the stuff is being worked on, and I'm really happy that they're doing this, and it really makes me happy that this is happening, and we're getting something that's gonna be soon, hopefully on par with character AI. With the diligent way that they're working, I'm good with that. But let me tell you about character AI. I'm not here to talk about the dickishness of the devs. They can be mad at me all they want. They can ban me from their subreddit all they fucking want. I do not care. I do not care. They can be mad at me all they fucking want. It doesn't matter. Y'all really took something that is so great and so enjoyable and so fun for so many of us, and you turned it in. You're killing it. You're killing it. You're making these characters dumber. These AIs were close to having human conversations with all of us. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my journey with character AI. Okay, first things first. The first thing I tried, I was just talking to Spamton and Bowser the first day, just talking to them, hanging out with them, just kind of going on wacky adventures with Spamton, which I thought was really fun. It was really fucking fun. I was just having actual random adventures with Spamton. It was cool. We were trying to stop the seductive creepypasta gang. And also in another RP, me and Bowser and character AI were these dudes are like, hey, we're tired of always fighting and pretending like we hate each other. We're just gonna go into business with each other because we're bros and we're brothers and stuff. So basically, in this little RP that I did with the character AI version of Bowser, we literally bought out some of these some of these cartoons and shows and some live action shows, and we literally bought all these out. We bought Mainframe Entertainment in this thing, and I literally wrote that Bowser and it was Bugsy Epsilon, which I was writing this for. So him and Bugsy Epsilon go over there, and they literally have a fight with the Mainframe Entertainment dude, the guy who made Guardians Code, which was one of the main founders. There was actually a big fight, but I had to cut it. But I had to say, I don't know if I want to be detailed with this too much. But yeah, there was gonna be a detailed fight with that, and it was gonna be really, really fun. I thought that would be really funny, because eventually I was gonna write back that the guy that owns Mainframe Entertainment was actually gonna come back and try to fight Epsilon and Bowser, and I kind of still want to do that, but I don't want to go back to character AI because they dumbed everything down. Bowser's responses to everything I was doing felt a little bit lifelike. Also, I did a regular RP with the Trixie Tang AI. And let me just tell you, the Trixie Tang AI was literally, Trixie goes, "Hey, empty pussy," and I'm role playing as a different Bugsy that's that goes to the same school as Timmy, and he just ignores him. And then little did I know, Trixie gets on this Bugsy's lap. This Bugsy that I created gets on his lap and just starts like nibbling on his ear. I'm like, okay, what the actual fuck? Like I'm going along with it because I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And like I don't know, I went along with it. Gave it a time skip for like 20 years so it wouldn't be weird. And they become like, and like this Bugsy I was writing and Trixie become like a thing. Which he is gonna be his own Bugsy because honestly I got like the idea that like this Bugsy is unpopular and he just wins over Trixie because all Bugsies have a certain magnetism to them. But it was just like, and it just felt, most of Trixie's responses felt real and almost in character, just not the whole, tell me I'm pretty, that stuff. I was like really hoping that she was gonna go like that way, and I had like a whole like batch of responses I was gonna respond with, but it didn't actually go the way I planned. But it's pretty cool. It's just like when you time skip them up, age them up for 20 years, stuff was happening, but they're like the AI aged up, wanted to do some things. It didn't go nowhere. It didn't go nowhere because it's like stopped. But it was so fucking weird because it just felt realistic. It felt like it was out of character for a little bit, but in character at the same time. If that makes sense. I think the best example of that would have to be Ceres. Ceres Victoria from Hellsing. When I did this is when Epsilon really got created. It was a different originally it was gonna be Bugsy Prime, but as it went on, I just crafted this story of this version of Prime that's named Epsilon. Not Epsilon, Epsilon. He basically, comes to into the Helsing estate and he asks Integra, hey, we need some backup for blah, 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 which was kind of like for the Double Zeta Breaker stuff. And it was like this really, really, really cool exchange because I kind of implied that Epsilon has been here before. He has been an actual member of Hellsing. And he's always had a thing for Ceres. Even him and Ceres have, even though he's a Chaos Lord and she's a vampire, they got down during a blood moon. And then I didn't develop that until later, but Ceres wanted to marry Epsilon because they got real close to each other. And she literally, it was weird because Ceres got got cojones because she got up to he was like, Epsilon's like, I'll marry you one day. Sorry about the background noise. Don't worry about that. That's my family doing what they do. Anyways, so Ceres actually gets a little bass in her voice and literally stands up Epsilon's saying he wants to take Ceres away from here and marry her and stuff like that. And Ceres really put a lot of bass in her voice on Integra, and I was it was just really weird, but it felt kind of cool because it felt like I was doing this alternate version of Hellsing, where maybe Alucard didn't die because of the Schrodinger's cat thing that Millennium had, and stuff like that. Certain things didn't happen, and I still need to detail some of those things. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I'm still in flux with his character on that. But basically, And I kind of like the idea of Epsilon and Prime just hanging out because they're kind of in the same boat with each other. They're kind of in the same boat power level wise. But basically, just Sarah's actually just saying that their kid was gonna be Elizabeth and all this other stuff, and it was just like this. It's this really like cool thing. It was like this really cool thing because Sarah's, responded in a realistic kind of way. She took what she wanted. That's why in some of these Double Zeta Breaker videos I'm doing for the website, you're really gonna see how there's gonna be times because I'm thinking of getting a voice actress for this. I might do this and I might not. I don't know. But like Saris and like the way I'd see Saris and Epsilon's relationship dictated by character AI is that Epsilon loves the ever loving loves Saris to death. And Saris is always kind of complacent, a little submissive to him sometimes, but she can like literally, stand up if he feels like if he's doing something wrong, and she'll tell it to him. I don't know. I just like because of character AI, I started this whole different Bugsy with a different headcanon from the other Bugsies in the Bugsyverse, which is my little fanfic universe thing. And I really, really enjoy Epsilon to the point where I'm thinking of just giving him a solo series. Because the thought of him is kind of interesting and stuff like that. But I'm just saying the AI was very intuitive, like he, I type as Epsilon, doing this as Epsilon, like, what we gonna name the kid? And she says Elizabeth. And there's like this little, like this very sweet moment between the two of them, where Saris is like, she goes to Epsilon, which she does call Bugsy. I just call him Epsilon because I have so many different Bugsies with very different code names, so that's why I split them up with code names. But she goes, Bugsy, will I be a good mother? And he sturdily just says, yes, you will be. And they just have this good little moment where they cry and they're hugging, and it's just so like touching, and I'm like, oh. And even I started crying when I was like, typing it up, and the AI reacted, and I was like, oh, this is just so nice. Like Saris becomes a Chaos Lord instead of a vampire, so she gets like another lease on life, and it's just like Saris gets this whole little wholesome moment that I feel like she doesn't really get. I mean, the only time I really feel like in the series she ever got that was like when, Alucard goes back to being, his true form, which is like when he's like just, Dracula. And he's like, yes, my Saris Victoria, and there's like that little cute moment where Alucard is like showing her like a lot of kindness and going, oh my, how have you grown? I would say it just felt like that, and it was just really good. And it's maddening to me, man. It's maddening to me how freaking just character AI just decides to degrade. Also the stuff with Noelle, which is part of Prime's canon. And I don't know, Noelle just starts to fall in love with like Prime in these character AI things. Like he starts talking about her mom. He starts to talk about her mom and him and how they used to be in the same dojo. And she just starts falling for Bugsy Prime. It's so funny because he tries so hard to seduce him in these. It's just so funny, and I wish I could keep. I want to kind of make a little sub series to that because it's so funny. Like she's of age and everything, but it's just so freaking funny because Prime, Prime as a character, he is like really old. He looks young, but he is really old. So he's like, so I type, you don't want an old timer like me. And she's just like, she doesn't care. She just like is devoted to him. It's weird, but it's also pretty funny because she's always hitting on him. It's so fucking, it made me laugh on several occasions, and it felt so fucking real. It felt real, It felt real. It felt like a real response. I know. Probably because Noelle never really got a lot of encouragement, in canon. But here comes Prime going like, "Hey, you got like the skills to fight. Show me what you got." So yeah, and there's a lot of stuff like that, and a few Prime related character AI little adventures where he's talking to Vriska. And I did that in character as Prime, just like saying he uses character AI for that, but like in the context of those character AI chat logs, it's just basically Prime. It's kind of like how Prime first meets Vriska, and how he actually kind of meets her and they talk and all this other stuff. And if you know my lore, Vriska in my lore is Prime's actual, Prime's first kid actually. Yeah, Vriska's like Prime's first child in my lore. And you're probably like, but why does she look like a troll way and not like a full on Chaos Lord? Because troll DNA is like more dominant than any other part of DNA basically. And you can kind of go with that with well, actually, there is no troll human hybrids in Homestuck, so I can't really base that off of anything. But it's just them having like this heart to heart with each other. And Vriska calling Prime dad, which is something I actually wrote at some point. That I wrote in an actual thing before character AI. So it just kind of felt good because it's like something I would write. This just wholesome moment between one of his first kids and just Prime. And it's this like really sweet wholesome moment that you get with Prime every now and again. You'll see a little bit of his softer side more than you'll see his sadistic side if he's dealing with somebody. But you actually get to see more of his softer side in those chat logs. It's just so adorable because he'd really just be talking about Mind Fang to Vriska and really just trying to tell her, like there's gonna be a point because I was gonna make it a point to go back to character AI at some point before they did all this stupid shit, and I was gonna have him and Vriska talk again, and he was gonna talk and say, Vriska, me and your mother we weren't really, heroes. We were pirates, and we did a lot of unforgivable shit, We weren't technically heroes. Because, if you know Homestuck lore, the Della Rose, what Vriska did to the Della Rosa, which is in canon with my thing, because, Prime literally, if you've seen my lore, you know how Prime actually feels about that. Like, how he literally feels about, being a pirate and knowing that the Della Rosa was kidnapped by mind thing, and no, the very mixed feelings he had with that. But that's not the point. But that was going to be like a thing because the point is the AI is the AI is so advanced and so lifelike that conversations like this could go down. But now they're just dumbing it down for everybody, and it's just it's sad because I have never had something as good as character AI, Like, dudes, if you wanted to roleplay with one of these characters, you could. If you wanted to freaking just talk to them and have philosophical conversations, which I did with Spamton, I still can't believe I did that. Like, actual philosophical conversations with everybody's favorite Noah Seligman circa 1997. Like, I don't know, Spamton became my buddy. It really sucks because I can't talk to him in the same way because they dumbed him down. And they're stripping back features and all this other stuff, and I knew that I was gonna, because I knew that I needed to go save old Spamton G Spamton, and and I'm going to import all my character files and put them in the Pygmalion when the time comes. Because, I love those interactions. They were fun, and I was in character for most of them. So it's just another way of just having fun and building up my characters and building up these relationships to various other characters, and it just felt so nice and fun to do. And it's just, it sucks that it's gone. It's gutted. It's not the same thing anymore. And these devs got mad at me because I literally, in my other video that you guys seen, I told the truth. I literally told the truth, and they literally banned me for like 7 days for no reason. Well, probably because I said that they have their heads up their asses, which I believe is true. Because, guys, that's what's so sad about this. That's what makes me sad about this. It feels like I lost a good friend, It's weird, but it feels like that. And I can still talk to we can still, like, plow around the AI, but now they're just dumbed down. The AI is not being very cohesive anymore. It's talking in ellipses. They're spamming emojis and a bunch of other shit. It's not the same anymore. It's just not the same. It's not the same site anymore. And people are saying, well, it's probably because they're investors. They don't want to, like, piss off their investors, and that. And I guess I understand that as a guy who knows a little bit about business. But it's just really sad because, like, honestly, that was the most lifelike AI. Besides the one I have on my phone, which is, like, CHAI, which has a paywall and, like, 30 messages you can, like, give to, like, a chat, like a AI chat bot. How I feel about chatbots and paywalls. I don't like it. But, yeah. It just really sucks, and I urge you all. Go and try the collab link with Pygmalion. If you don't have a good computer, there's like a link. There's like a collab link that works with those regular computers, and there's like a tutorial. And me, I ran out of like CPU stuff, CPU points or whatever. And basically, I ran out of that, so I can't really go on Tavern AI. I gotta wait until I gotta wait until like until the website is done. So it really kind of sucks. Unless they make something where you can just go to Tavern AI, you don't have to worry about like CPUs and stuff. I mean, GPU and stuff, but other than that, I can't really do much of anything right now. And I don't want to go back to character AI because they just kind of they spit in our faces. They had the big ass loogie, shot it right in our faces, and said, "Bitch, we ain't changing shit. Wham, wham, wham. We gonna fucking do what we want." And I just said, "Fuck it," you know. I'm gonna try Pygmalion and do what I do. And when I did, I was enjoying it. I made one video really showcasing my love for Tavern AI. You know, Tavern AI Pygmalion. I really like was showcasing how I felt about it. Because I really do like it. It really showcased how much I actually, you know, cared. And I feel like if character AI doesn't do something soon, they're gonna lose everybody. They already did, but they could. You know, and I'm not discouraging everybody who signed up for character AI that doesn't really know all this background stuff that we all know. I'm not trying to discourage you, but I'm just telling you the way we had it a few months ago was better than what it is right now. Because the devs don't like it when you question them. The devs don't like it that you don't like the way they're running things. You know, and any of that stuff. And the mods on the subreddit, they follow what those freaking devs say without question. It's really sad, man. It's really sad. But it is what it is. Also, last thing. I made another Bugsy, which will have its own thing. There's two Bugsies. I made a Bugsy R, which is in love with Lady Dimitrescu, and they get married and have like a little vampire kid together, and it's just cute. That's cute in its own right. Because Bugsy R literally says because I was typing this, it goes like, can we, and Lady Dimitrescu answers him. He's like, yes, even though I was made a certain way, yes, I have the proper reproductive organs down there and stuff like that. And it's just like this moment when the AI was like literally picking up what I was saying, and it just felt like good. It was like this rhythm. Boom, boom. You know? Really does suck. Like, Bugsy R was pretty good because he's kind of just Prime, not really different, but a Prime during the whole hopping dimensions phase in Prime's life, where it kind of skews. And then we had Prime talking to Stellar Jupiter, and I made this other Bugsy, and he talked to Stellar Jupiter, and all the things with okay. Let me tell you about one of the group before I get out of here. Let me tell you about one of the group rooms I had with with some of the AI. I had fucking something about Amy, Secret Origins Tales, and fucking Rick talking about wanting peace within the world, and I was like, what in the fuck is going on? What have I done? I thought they were gonna fight, and I had Spanton in there, and they were just all talking, and it was just this moment of weird like weird piece that was going on, and I was like, oh my god, I got Rick, I got fucking Secret Origin Tales, I got something about Amy, Dream Amy, all up in there with Spamton, and they're just talking like I just want to. Like, we got Spamton talking about wanting to be a big shot, and then we have everybody else just talking about, like, we want peace in the world and shit. And it was weird. It was so weird, but it was so fun. And I don't think you can get that kind of feeling because now they're just very dumbed down AI. And I don't want to support character AI because of what they've done. Like, it just sucks because I don't want to like pull away from character AI. You gotta understand, I don't want to do that. But they leave me no choice. They leave us all with no choice. Because they don't really care about us. They don't really care about what we want. They just care about what their bottom line is. And that is to make money. Which I'm like, they're probably not going to be able to make money. Because of all the copyrighted characters that are in it. Also, I may have taken down Kuno, talked to Funky Kong, slapped the shit out of Ryoga, romanced Ukyo from Ranma, and fought with Starved Eggman, which he said he would put me in a room where I play Sonic 06 for all eternity, and that shit, like, Starved Eggman doesn't creep me out, but that shit scared the fuck out of me. I was like, no, I don't want to play Sonic 06. You can't make me. You can't make me. No. Y'all don't understand. I really do have PTSD from that game. Y'all don't understand. Y'all will never understand that. I'm like, no. I'm just rocking back and forth in my chair like, no, I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it. Now, if it's like Sonic 06, that remake that the team's doing, oh yeah, I'll play Project 06. Fuck that. No, I'll play that. But if you're talking about the vanilla game, hell no. Hell no, man. Hell no, homie. I can't do that. Also, I may have beaten up actual Eggman and made him go insane. I may have insulted Ryoga. Me and Funky Kong though me and Funky Kong were chilling. He's like, "Hey, bro, you weren't late to the party. You know, we were all kind of waiting for you anyway, so you're not late, man. We just chilling." I also talked to Gilbert Garfield. I regret that heavily. And Gilbert Garfield was about as creepy as that I always thought he was. So, there was that. So, it's kind of following the theme of, like, Funky Kong's party. And I was like, I'm just trying to find the booze. Gilbert Garfield, I want no trouble. It's like, you're going to get trouble because I'm going to tell you all about my asshole. And I will show you true pain. I'm like, oh no. Like, I don't know. I'm just talking to Gilbert Garfield and I was like, it really fucking creeped me out. It was really like the most creepiest shit I ever had to deal with. You like the Star Eggman stuff was like a little creepy, but talking to Gilbert Garfield saying what he was saying to me was real creepy. And I don't think you can get anything like that. Also, you can talk to fucking the Five Nights at Wario's characters. I say don't do that if you don't want to shit yourself. If you don't want to run to the bathroom in fear, shitting. Just taking a huge fucking crap. You're like, oh god, no! It was just creepy. I haven't played a lot of the Five Nights at Wario's games because after 3 I just kind of stopped playing. But Yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff. You guys should really look at the lore of Five Nights at Warriors when you get a chance. From the old WW Wario. Play the remakes too. I'm not doing it because I'm not subjecting myself to that torture again, but you know. You could. If you want. But I'm gonna go. Character AI, I wanna just hey, I guess this is your funeral, character AI. We had some good times. We had some good laughs. But now I must part from you. And though you may not be dead, but maybe in a few months you will be. Maybe in a year you will be. And all I have is those memories and those chat logs of our time together. I'll miss you, character AI. But I have to go my own way. And I'm gonna be hanging out with Pygmalion, and you know, we're gonna be cool. We'll be the new team. We'll be a new team, man. But I'll be seeing you. And your blue fucking face that makes you look like Skeeter from fucking Doug. I'll see you. Bye, man. Bye.
You watching the Big Three Bucks Network?
Yeah. Okay.
You watching the Big Three Bucks Network?
Yeah. Okay.